Hello, everyone. Welcome back. This is Rando Geek. All right, I just want to do a couple of quick speed tests for you. The reason for this is I want to show you guys what my day to day would be like using T-Mobile's network versus Verizon's network. In this case, I'm going to use Metro by T-Mobile versus Visible. All right, so now I do want to let you know that I do not get very good 5G coverage at this location. In order for me to experience better 5G coverage, I would need to leave the house and go about 2.5 blocks away. Either direction would probably be okay, preferably, I guess, south. And then I would start to pick up better 5G coverage. I also want you to take note that on T-Mobile right now, Metro by T-Mobile, if I can get this to focus, I do not have ultra capacity kicked on, as you can see. It's not focusing, but there you go. And also, I have the Visible Plus plan, ultra wideband. There's a lack of that in this area. Only certain areas actually pick it up. So there's a little bit of a lack of ultra wideband in my entire neighborhood. But anyway, just comparing the two carriers and how they function and reliability. So let's go ahead and kick it off with Metro and then Visible. All right, so here we go. On Metro, we have a 26 ping, looks like an 8 jitter. I know the focus is a little off there, so I'll try to do my best to call out the numbers for you so you can at least have an idea of what's going on. So like I said, 26 ping on Metro, 8 jitter, 32.2 down. Upload is still working. So we can see we have a very slow upload, 2.11 on the up. Now moving over to Visible, we have 98.3 on a down, 31 jitter. I'm sorry, 31 ping, slightly higher in the pings than Metro, but the upload is 30.7 and 2 jitter. So far we have Visible in the lead. Let's go ahead and retest. All right, so Metro, so far, even the testing is actually being done much faster on Visible than it is on the Metro. All right, so we have with Metro 39 ping, 26.2 on the download. Jitter is about 14. All right, we're still waiting for the upload, 4.07. So slightly better on the upload, but still low. As you can see, the ultra capacity icon has not kicked in. Once in a while, it'll kick on and stay for about half a minute, and then it'll go away. So it's not really there. It's just make believe. When it does pop on, it's not really doing anything. Um, so now Visible 86.2 on the down, 31 ping, 27.9 on the up, and then 6 jitter. So as you can see, there's a difference between day and night with these two or how they're functioning at this location. I should also point out that Verizon's network is heavily congested in this area. A lot of customers are using Verizon wireless service. They're also using Verizon Fios for their internet. It's the preferred internet option here. Secondly, would be Spectrum. So, without any disrespect to the T-Mobile network or Metro, um, I'm hoping that the T-Mobile network will improve the density and reliability of the network in this area because this is almost non-functional. If this was my only phone and I didn't have this or any other device or network that I could piggyback off of Boost or regular postpaid T-Mobile, this is what I would be dealing with. I would have Wi-Fi on all the time, and I gotta be honest, with the T-Mobile network, 90% of the time in this house, I have Wi-Fi on. I've noticed that using Visible more as a primary carrier now. I'm using Visible now as a primary carrier. That's how much I trust it. And, I'm not paid by Visible to say this. I'll say this, for the 100,000th time when I talk about network testing or in the podcasts. These are just real life experiences that I go through, and the way that I view things as an everyday consumer. I mean, this plan right now, this plan is costing me $35 a month for life. This is the life plan. I'm a lifer. So this is the difference here of like a greater, more dense network that has a little bit more reliability versus the T-Mobile network. And they're both great networks, but this is what we got to work on with T-Mobile: deployment of small cell, network density. They have the capacity, but the quality of it still needs a little bit of work. So, with that being said, I just wanted to give you guys an example, show you a little bit about what I mean when I do say that, I love the T-Mobile network, but I feel like that reliability is just not there. This is what I mean. This is almost, like that upload is really poor. And I've seen it less. I did a test before I started recording. I was at 1.09. Now, if I move around a little bit, I might get it up to like 8, which is a little better. You could get away with maybe getting a video going. You'll notice some buffering, but when that's your primary carrier, which some, consumers, they don't test, they're not enthusiasts, they just have one carrier. If that was all I had, I'd be disappointed because, you know, I'm paying for it and I can't really use it. I have to have Wi-Fi on all of the time or most of the time. So this is amazing, and again, I've tested this before I started recording too. I was getting like, I think I got 110 or somewhere around there, and I know I've seen a little bit more than that on Visible here. So it's just it's just overall more reliable. Calls go through. If I don't have Wi-Fi on with the T-Mobile network in this house, sometimes I'll miss calls. Like the calls will just never come in, or text messages just won't come in. So it's not just about showing speed. It's about actual true reliability. That's what I talk about. Like phones are made to be used and to make phone calls. That's what a network is actually for. The speed testing is just enthusiast stuff, just see how your network works, but it's not doesn't detail exactly the quality of the network, right? It just gives you an idea. It's just kind of a way we do things, but real testing is how we measure the quality of a network. Um, but there you have it. Just wanted to share my experience between the two networks here. And again, I'm no fanboy of any specific carrier such as Verizon or T-Mobile. If T-Mobile was pulling better speeds, I'd be all for T-Mobile as my main carrier. I'm going with who's going to give me the best service, the best price, best value, and who I think I can count on. So in the house, it turns out to be Visible, Verizon's network. Outside, I've seen some great speeds with T-Mobile, and I've noticed improvements with the reliability in the network in many locations that weren't there before. I just can't wait until it gets here. So let's take this video for what it is. It's not a trash talk about T-Mobile. It's not a trash talk about Visible. It's not a praise about Visible. It's not a not praise about T-Mobile. It's just comparing that I feel, Verizon's network has greater density for me in this area and probably in most areas, but I do feel T-Mobile is improving in many areas that they were lacking, and I do think it's a great network overall. and it's certainly very fast in the areas that it's their their 5G is dense. The quality of the network is there. So that being said, thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.